So, good morning, first of all, to all of you, those who are present here. And today we are going to start the next topic that is, as you people can see, that is manufacturing industries. Because mineral and power resource that is excluded. This time it won't come in your exam. So next chapter that is manufacturing industries, and before that we have done the chapter that is agriculture. So we have completed that chapter agriculture. So today we are going to start with topic that we call it as manufacturing industries. I guess all of you are very much attentive right now, those who are present here. So I'm going to start the topic that is manufacturing industries. So got it? So manufacturing industries is clear from the name, manufacturing. When we make something and we make something from raw material to finished product, means whatever product we are using. Say I'm talking about this dress suit, that say it is raw material is cotton and finished product is in front of you. All the processes, whatever is going on, that is done with the help of machine. Manufacturing is done with the help of machine, maybe a small scale machine, maybe a large scale machine. That process is known as manufacturing. When raw material is converted into finished product, it is known as manufacturing. So the countries or the development of any country depends on this particularly industries, because industries actually play a very important role in the development of any country or of any area. Whenever we are talking about the term manufacturing of industries, we cannot at all minimize the importance of industries. Minimize the importance of industries, it means what? Industries are backbone of our economy, backbone of developmental economy, backbone of that for the development of any country. So development of any country, how can we say, or the question can be asked, how come industries work as a backbone of the development? Yeah, how can we say, or what is the importance of manufacturing industry? So importance can also be asked, yeah, why it is known as a backbone of industrial countries development, that can also be asked, one and the same thing. So first of all, we should know the importance of industries. I guess otherwise all of you know its importance, because we can't ignore the importance of manufacturing. Whatever we are using, whatever means whatever we are using, that is because of industries. Just very simple example of industry, whenever we make chapati. Chapati mein what we use? Raw material, that is flour we use, and then with the help of pastry roller and pastry board, what we do, we make chapati with the help of fire and all that, and that is what? Raw material to finished product on a dining table, that is in the form of chapati. That is industry. Though this industry is extremely small scale, a very minor example I have given to elaborate this. So first here, topic which we are going to discuss, that is importance of manufacturing. So first is, we people depend a lot on industries. Heavy dependence of people, particularly if we are talking about our income, that is we obtain by the processing of agriculture, for example, agro-based industries. It means what? Number of people they are employed, they are doing various kind of jobs. And industries कैसे चल रही हैं? Because they get raw material from agriculture. It means what? Agriculture depends on industries and industries depends on agriculture. Both are interdependent. Now let's understand it. For example, we want to cultivate crops, right? And after cultivation, we want to harvest it. Even while cultivating, sowing the seed, even harvesting, what we need? We need machines. Say we need tractors, we say we need harvesters. So ये सारे के सारे from where we get? Tractors, harvesters, so we can't produce at home. So what we have to do? We have to take help from industries. And pesticides, insecticides, whatever we are using in an agricultural field, we obtain from industries. ये हो गया dependence of agriculture on industry, and simultaneously whatever agriculture products we produce, whatever raw material we produce, maybe sugar cane, maybe cotton, maybe jute, maybe rubber, जो भी हम agriculture products we are producing, they are used in number of agro-based industries. For example, sugar cane we grow in the field, and that sugar cane is processed in the industries to make what? To make sugar. Then what does it mean? That sugarcane work as a raw material in industries, and from sugarcane what we obtain? The finished product, that is sugar. So we cannot minimize, first of all, the interdependence of both these sectors. That is, agriculture is depending on industries and industries are depending on agriculture. And next main point, we can say so and so many people are employed in this. Employed in this means they are working in this. So number of sectors we are having in industries. Public sector is there, private sector is there, joint sector is there, cooperative sector is there. So number of people are working. So it means industries provide employment to large number of people. If large number of people they are providing employment, it means up to some extent they are capable to eradicate poverty as well as unemployment from our country. Just imagine if everyone is employed, maybe in agricultural sector or maybe in industrial sector, automatically what would happen? Poverty would reduce. Poverty would reduce, unemployment would reduce, development would take place. Except this next point. There are certain areas where agriculture is fully developed, particularly village areas, gaon wale areas, remote areas. But there are certain areas which are not developed from agricultural point of view. So what happens there? Industrial development take place here. जिस जगह पे agriculture is not well developed, वहाँ पे क्या हो जाता है? फिर industrial development take place. And due to this, we can say regional disparities. Regional disparities means disparities or differences on the basis of region. Say some areas are very much developed, some areas are less developed. So due to this, regional disparities comes to an end. It means जब किसी जगह पे industries भी development is also taking place, as well as agriculture development is there, so automatically regional disparities definitely would come to an end. And once there would be no regional disparities, means all areas are properly developed, automatically country would develop. Then next point we can say, we people manufacture number of products in industries, and due to this, whatever is produced by us, surplus products that are not kept at home by us, हम अपने घरों में तो we don't keep it. So what we do with that surplus product? We export. When we export the surplus product in the market, in the international market particularly, then we earn foreign exchange. We earn money in dollars. That is, it enriches our country. It brings prosperity to our country. Next point we can say, हमारी जितनी भी life है, particularly from child to old age, we can't ignore the importance of industries in our life. And इसकी वजह से पूरी की पूरी development either of a village area or of a remote area or of a international development, international trade we are talking about, development of a particular area we are talking about, all depends on this. So employment generation is here, first major point. Foreign exchange we obtain, regional disparities gets removed, as well as number of people are employed here. Next point can be asked, ये होगी importance of industries. Next point can be asked, agriculture and industry, they are interdependent. We cannot separate these two. Agriculture and industry, they are interdependent, and we cannot separate these two. Definitely we cannot separate these two. Question can be asked in this way. They are the sides of the same coin. So दोनों sides, मतलब एक भी, we cannot ignore even a single one. So that is dependence of agriculture on industry and dependence of industries on agriculture. We can say they move side by side, they move hand in hand. So we have discussed agriculture, say what we obtain various products. and those various products are used by us in industries as a raw material. Second, we have done industries provide number of machines, number of technology, various kind of technology, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, this and that. So they all are used by us in the field of agriculture, or we can say to increase the production of agriculture. So that's why we cannot ignore the importance of agriculture in the field of industry, yeah, industries in the field of agriculture. Is this point clear to all of you? Anyone? And when we got independence, हमारा जो main target क्या था? After independence, हमारा main target था कि we have to stand on our own. We did not want to depend on other countries. So our main aim was to attain self-sufficiency. We wanted to be self-sufficient. We achieved this self-sufficiency, and then there was a time when we started producing so much that surplus production we started producing, and then we thought to develop, to have a trade relation with other countries of the world. So what happened? After achieving self-sufficiency, right now we are also competing in the international market. It means self-sufficiency we have achieved. Right now we are able to compete with the help of modern technology, efficient technology, efficient engineers, educated people. We are able to compete in the international market, and that's why also our production is increasing, as well as our prosperity is increasing, plus our role in the international market right now we cannot ignore. Day by day, India is achieving greater success is just because of this sector also. The major contribution is given by this sector also. So all of you know about it. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Okay. Next, we have contribution of industry to our economy, to the economy of our country. Definitely, this contribution again we cannot ignore. Earlier, the contribution in GDP was 17%, but right now it's increasing day by day. Next, we have industrial location. This is very a common question in the sense which can be for all industries. We can fit this question. So first we have industrial location. It means what? Question can be asked. While locating industry, which factors you have to keep in your mind? Industrial location, it means while locating any industry, certain points, certain factors we have to keep in our mind, which helps a lot to develop any industry. So let's talk about which are those factors. Industrial location ke liye, first of all, what we need? First, we need land. All these points you can note it down, and later on can be all these points can be fitted according to industries, either it's agro based or it's a mineral based, whatever. So first is land, second is raw material. Better note it down because later on I'll explain it with the help of this only. Third is market. Fourth is cheap and skilled labor. Fifth is transportation and communication. Transportation and communication. Six, we can say power supply. Then we can say water. Then next major point we can say policies of government. Government policies. Any other point coming in your mind? So many students are sitting here. Any other point coming in your mind? While locating any industry, which points we have to keep in our mind? Major points I have written. Anything else if it is coming in your mind? No one? Okay. So I'm going to elaborate all these points one by one. One thing is left, I guess.
Ma'am, capital.
Yes. About to say main point I have left. Capital, that is money. That point I have left. So let's move ahead now. ध्यान से सुनना, all these points I will elaborate with the help of examples, and examples are actually the base of your industries which we will do later on. ठीक है, इग्नोर नहीं करना किसी भी चीज को. So first we have land. Whenever we want to locate any industry, maybe agro-based industry, maybe mineral-based industry, whatever industry we want to locate, we have to see the land. To locate any industry, first thing is land should be leveled. Second point, land should be hard and leveled land. Now let's talk about these. If we talk about industries of India, hard land is generally found in plateau area. Level land is generally found in north and south area of India also. But North India is not so much suitable for the location of heavy industry because land is soft. Though it is plain, though it is leveled, but it is soft. So, land should be leveled, land should be hard. Why hard? I repeat again and again. Why hard? Because it's easy for us to construct industries on a hard land. वहां पे submergence of land, chance of the submergence of land, that is quite less. Land जितनी ज्यादा hard होगी उतनी उसकी stability रहेगी. And if land is soft, say North India, say Dazitic area, if land is soft, the submergence of land can be there. If land is not hard, yeah, soft, submergence of land can be there. Yeah, if land is not leveled, you might have observed in the high hilly areas or mountainous area where the land is having totally uneven. We don't have much industries there. नहीं होते, छोटे scale of industries are there, but not large scale industries. So because for the construction of any industry, what we need, the first thing, that is land. So land should be leveled and land should be hard. That's why in India, maximum industries, particularly this mineral-based industries, are located in that area where land is hard and land is leveled. That is a plateau area. Chota Nagpur Plateau, famous for minerals as well as famous for industries, because this point land hard है और plain है. भिलाई, छत्तीसगढ़, रूरकेला, विजयनगर, भद्रावती, ये सारी ऐसी एग्जांपल्स हैं जिसमें लैंड इज हार्ड, लैंड इज लेवल्ड एंड पर्टिकुलरली इन द प्लेट्यू एरिया. आई गेस दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. सेकंड इज raw material. Now raw material is of two kinds. One is agro based raw material, second is industrial mineral based raw material. तो दो चीजें हैं, एग्रो बेस्ड भी है या मिनरल बेस्ड भी है. अब इसको भी ध्यान से सुनना. एग्रो बेस्ड रॉ मटेरियल, या देयर आर सर्टेन इंडस्ट्रीज व्हिच रिक्वायर रॉ मटेरियल व्हिच शुड बी locally available. Very important point. Locally available in the sense, there are certain products, particularly agricultural products, particularly heavy and bulky products. Take an example of, say, iron and steel industry we want to locate, for example. And we want to locate iron and steel industry in Punjab. We know very well in Punjab we don't have that abundant supply of raw material. We don't have. For iron and steel industry, the raw material which we require, the iron we need, coal we need, we don't have. We are poor in that. We are extremely poor. We don't have actually. So just imagine, if we locate iron and steel industry in Punjab, and then we would be in need of raw material. And raw material is not available from Punjab. So from where we have to get the raw material? We have to get the raw material from Bengal, from Jharkhand, from Chhattisgarh. And from Jharkhand, from Chhattisgarh, if we have to get the raw material, it will be very, very, very expensive. Transportation cost बहुत बढ़ जाएगी. So what does it mean? Wherever raw material is easily available, we should locate industries there only, particularly mineral-based industries. That's why South India, Southeastern India, like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil, Maharashtra, in all these areas we have heavy bulky industries because all these areas are plateau area and raw material is locally available. For example, Singhbhum, Jharia, Raniganj, these are coal iron producing areas are situated in eastern part of India, Chota Nagpur plateau area. So that's why heavy industries, iron and steel industries, etc. are located in those areas where raw material is locally available, ताकि उसकी transportation cost बहुत बढ़े ना. ठीक है. अब second point we are having with raw material, that is agriculture. Raw material can be agriculture, raw material can be industrial output also, mineral based also. So when we talk about raw material from agricultural point of view, what does it mean? We need this agriculture products. For example, I want to establish sugar industry. Now, sugar industry I want to establish, and the raw material for sugar industry, sugar cane. Very important, simple thing. So raw material kya hai? Sugar cane. Just imagine, if I'm locating sugar industry in Punjab, automatically it would be a great success. How come it would be a great success? Because I don't have to go to far off area to get the raw material, but raw material is locally available because Punjab is an agricultural state. First thing. Second, sugarcane we can't transport to far off areas. It's not easy. It would be very expensive. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? First, it is space consuming product. अब बहुत जगह लेता है ना? Second point, it is full of some kind of sucrose content, juice है इसमें. So if we'll transport sugarcane from Punjab and we want to locate industries in Gujarat, so क्या हो जाएगा? पंजाब से लेकर गुजरात तक जो रास्ते में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट बहुत बढ़ जाएगी, प्लस सुक्रोज कंटेंट बिकम ड्राई. रास्ते में 2, 4, 5, 7 दिन लगेंगे पहुंचने में, तो उसका जो गन्ने का रस है वो सूख जाएगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई रॉ मटेरियल में वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज. एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज generally, not all, generally should be located in those areas where agricultural raw material is easily available and locally available. Raw material should be locally available. This is very, very, very important. Raw material का available होना तो ठीक है, but it should be locally available. Available तो सब जगह हो जाता है, but locally available होना is extremely important point. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? Feedback. Ashpreet, you joined now. It's almost 9:30. Only Diya, rest of you. Jacqueline, Harman, Drishti, Bhavya, Madhusudan, Purav, Ramneet. Rest of you, are you here? Yes, okay. So next we have third point, we can talk about market. Very important point. Whatever we are producing in industries, there should be market. This is right now I'm teaching. I'm asking for the feedback from you. Why? You will give me response. Accordingly, I'll move. That is a market for me. In the same way, whatever we are producing in industries, we want to sell it in the market. And there should be demand of the product in the market. Market means there should be enough buyers for my product. Agar buyers ही नहीं है, then why would I produce a product? Whatever product I want to manufacture, I want to produce, there should be one thing in my mind, that is, yes, market is there. People would buy my product. Then I would move ahead and I'll start producing the product. But if there is no market, तो automatically क्या हो जाएगा? Market नहीं होगी तो उसकी प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड नहीं होगी, तो प्रोडक्ट लगाना बनाना इंडस्ट्री यूजलेस हो जाएगा. एंड मार्केट में बहुत ब्यूटीफुल एग्जांपल्स टू वी हैव, एंड आई जनरली कोट these two examples. First example we are having, that is South India. South India is, we know very well, tropical area it is, South India. Summer temperature is high there, as there is no winter season. Now I'm repeating, there is no winter season. What does it mean? Now just imagine, if I make this woolen industry in South, है ना? South में have started constructing an industry which will produce sweaters, trousers, blazers and all that. What do you think? Do you think there would be demand of woolen products in South? There is no winter. Answer is no. वहाँ पे demand ही नहीं होगी. वहाँ पे demand नहीं होगी, वहाँ पे means buyers won't be there. Buyers नहीं होंगे, market नहीं होगी. अगर market नहीं होगी तो what I have to do? मैं क्या करूँगी? मैं अपना प्रोग्राम को कैंसिल कर दूंगी, या I'll start sending through transportation to Punjab or northern part of India, and it would become very expensive for me. खर्चा बढ़ जाएगा, so it would be a useless effort. So market में always keep this thing in mind. We should develop industries only in those areas where there is a demand of the product. Demand होनी बहुत जरूरी है. Very simple. Corona period we know very well. Demand of particular one IT बहुत बड़ा, that is mobile, that is laptop, बहुत ज़्यादा इनकी demand बढ़ी. So demand actually responsible for the creation of products. जिस चीज की डिमांड होगी वो मार्केट में ऑटोमेटिकली बनने शुरू हो जाएंगे, या जिसकी जो चीज बन रही है उसकी डिमांड भी बढ़ती जाएगी. तो मार्केट शुड बी लोकली अवेलेबल. मार्केट मीन्स देयर शुड बी बायर्स. लोग उस चीज को खरीदें. लोग खरीदें मतलब बहुत जनता भी होनी चाहिए, है ना. जैसे वी वांट टू एक्सपोर्ट, वी हैव मैन्युफैक्चर्ड कॉटन in the past, silk in the past, right now also undoubtedly we are producing cotton, we are producing silk, we are doing it for the international market also. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, ऐसे प्रोडक्ट को हम इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में सेल कर रहे हैं. एंड वी नो वेरी वेल आवर कॉटन इज वर्ल्ड फेमस and there is enough market, enough demand of our cotton in the market by the people. So that's why जो हमारी economy में this market plays a very important role. Say I have given the example of woolen industry. We should not establish woolen industry in South because in South there is no market. In the same way, in Punjab, if we wish to develop a tobacco industry, it won't flourish much. ज़्यादा नहीं होगी. क्यों नहीं होगी? Demand is not there. Not by the Punjabi people. Generally, demand is not there. ठीक है? So market is one of the major point. Next, we will talk about this point, that is capital. Capital means money. कुछ भी करना है. We want to buy raw material, we want to buy land, we want to provide labor, salary to labor, transportation facilities we want to enjoy, power, electricity we want to, water, whatever. What we need? Capital. पैसा होगा तभी कुछ काम होगा, पैसा नहीं होगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा. First of all, if we have a plan, suppose I have an idea in my mind, yes, I want to have such kind of industry. उसके बाद plan है मेरे mind में, फिर मैं क्या देखूंगी? Capital. Do I have that much amount of money? है मेरे पास इतना पैसा कि मैं इतना बड़ा स्केल, लार्ज स्केल पे, स्मॉल स्केल पे इंडस्ट्री शुरू कर सकूँ? आंसर इज यस, आई विल प्रोसीड. बट इफ आंसर इज नो तो वो प्लान नहीं कंप्लीट रह जाएगा. सो कैपिटल इज वन ऑफ मेजर फैक्टर व्हिच डिसाइड एक्चुअली द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडस्ट्री, और ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स वी कैन से डायरेक्टली डिपेंड्स ऑन दिस पॉइंट, दैट इज कैपिटल. कैपिटल मीन्स मनी. पैसा होना बहुत जरूरी है. पैसा होगा देन ओनली वी कैन एस्टेब्लिश any industry. If we don't have capital, we cannot. Simple. हाँ जी, done बच्चे? Any doubt? Any doubt? Anything if it is not clear, or if it is clear, give me feedback. Because I feel, okay, only one again. Feedback I need. Yes? Kindly all of you. Okay. So those students who are giving feedback, it means they are listening, and those जो सुन ही नहीं रहे थे feedback, how would they give, right? I repeat the name, Arshpreet. Right now you have entered in the class. Bhavya, okay. Dhruv, Harman, Jacqueline, Kinjal, Kritigya, Madhusudan, Tavleen, Ramneek, Vinayak, Yuvraj. Yes, please. I should know. Yes, you are listening. It's not like this, I'm announcing your name and all of us are, okay, ma'am is announcing my name. Is it like this? Okay, next point we have, that is cheap and skilled labor. Very important point. Cheap labor is easily available in India. There's no dearth of it because second most populous country of the world. हमारी कंट्री में लेबर अवेलेबल है, चीपली अवेलेबल है, बहुत महंगी नहीं है. बट स्किल्ड लेबर, दोनों चीजें होना इज मस्ट. लेबर शुड बी चीप, लेबर शुड बी स्किल्ड. देयर आर सर्टेन इंडस्ट्रीज व्हिच रिक्वायर labor in abundance. There are certain industries which require skilled labor in abundance. We have two kind of industries. First, unskilled labor से भी काम चलता है. Second, skilled labor से के बगैर काम नहीं चलता. Take an example of tea industry like yesterday. Last time we discussed about agriculture. Tea, coffee, totally skilled labor we need. IT industry, 101% skilled labor we need. We cannot afford to have unskilled labor when we talk about IT industry. Skilled labor. Labor does not mean the person who construct roads or building and all that. Uska matlab labor nahi. I am also a labor. Labor is of two kinds, skilled and unskilled labor. I am kind of skilled labor, the person working, making all these roads and building masons ke saath jo log hai, labor hai, that is unskilled labor. So cheap labor and skilled labor is must. If you are talking about cheap labor, maximum heavy industries are located in areas like छोटा नागपुर, झारखंड, ओडिशा, छत्तीसगढ़, इन सभी एरियाज में वी हैव मोर एंड मोर इंडस्ट्रीज, heavy industries. Why? Because cheap labor is available. कैसे cheap labor is available? Because in these areas population is high. Population ज़्यादा है, इस वजह से लेबर की कमी नहीं है. And labor we need for it for running our industry. Second is skilled labor. There are certain industries which require skilled labor. As I have already told you, IT industry is an industry which totally depends on skilled labor. अगर skilled labor नहीं होगी, industry नहीं हो सकती. And again, cheap की बात करें, we are second most populous country of the world, so enough labor we are having. If we are talking about skilled labor, yes, for certain kind of industries, skilled labor is required, like tea industry is there, like coffee industry is there, even like IT industry is there. In sabhi mein, what we need skilled labor. If we have these 2 points, then only we can, और एक we have a cotton textile industry. Cotton textile industry में हमें दोनों तरीके की लेबर चाहिए. We want labor in abundance as well as we want skilled labor. हमें लेबर चाहिए भी बहुत और cheap भी चाहिए. Ireland, sorry, cotton textile industry. ठीक है. Next we have transportation and communication. Basic requirement, transportation. We have to have raw material from one area. We have to supply it to the city area. Agri से talking about agro based या talking about mineral industry, कुछ भी ले लो. Say I'm talking about mineral based industry. Minerals हमें कहाँ से लेके आने? Mining area से, mining site से. Mining sites are in say Odisha, Jharkhand, particularly yes, ऐसे area, छोटा नागपुर plateau area full of minerals. तो सारे industries we can't establish there, है ना? So some of the industries, एक और point is coming in my mind right now, that is port area. Port. So some of the industries are located to far off areas, raw material के बिल्कुल पास नहीं होती. So what we have to do, हमें raw material को industry तक पहुंचाने के लिए what we need, transportation चाहिए हमें trains चाहिए, हमें trucks चाहिए, हमें सड़कें बनी होनी चाहिए ताकि हमारा raw material वहाँ चला जाए and whatever finished product we are obtaining from industries वो सारे के सारे market में पहुंच जाए through transportation. Just imagine if we don't have roads, if we don't have railways, do you think if we don't have waterways, do you think trade can take place? Answer is no. बिल्कुल नहीं हो सकता. अगर सड़कें नहीं है, अगर ट्रैक्स नहीं है, रेलवे ट्रैक्स, वी कैन नॉट थिंक अबाउट इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलपमेंट. क्यों? क्योंकि रॉ मटेरियल से को फिनिश प्रोडक्ट में पास लेने पहुंचाने के लिए, रॉ मटेरियल उठाने के लिए, लेबर को आने के लिए व्हाट वी नीड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में वी नीड रोड, वी नीड रेलवेज एंड पर्टिकुलरली इंटरनेशनल वैसे डोमेस्टिक भी है, इंटरनेशनल के लिए वी नीड वाटर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. If transportation facilities are available, then only we can say yes, industries can be established. Same is with the communication. Communication in the sense we want to, right now this importance has increased a lot. Like we are communicating through electronic media. Earlier we were in the class, there was a personal communication. Right now it's not a personal communication, it's a mass communication, and that is through electronic media. In the same way, number of persons, they design something, some product, तो डिजाइनिंग कैसे करते हैं? लैपटॉप पे बैठ के डिजाइन कर दिया पार्टी को, जो ऑनर उनको पास करवा भेज दिया देखने के लिए, चेक करवाने के लिए. दैट इज डन थ्रू communication. Whatever messages we receive, we further proceed accordingly, that is done through communication. So we cannot ignore the importance of communication also. So transportation and communication both are essential. That's why maximum industries are located in those areas where we have enough transportation and communication facility. Have you ever seen mountainous areas? They have lack of transportation, they have lack of communication facilities. That's why mountainous area, one of the major reasons also, we don't have much industries here. वहाँ पे ज़्यादा industries नहीं होती हैं. Undoubtedly, land is not so much level. That is prominent point, undoubtedly. But transportation and communication facilities are also not well developed in the mountainous region. So that's why we don't have heavy industry. We don't have industries in the mountainous region. हाँ जी बच्चे, any doubt? Any doubt to any one of you? Yes बच्चे.